Hi, and welcome to part 8 of the video series in just mini album tips as far as construction. And I did, in my last video, we made this library pocket pouch that you could also add to a mini album, and it was just a couple minutes ago, so please forgive the kind of sloppy decorating. Don't look too closely, but I wanted to give you an idea of something that you could do with your pouch. Now this could fit in a mini album, or you could just make this a birthday or thinking of you or get well or anything type of an envelope for a tag, just whatever you'd like to do. And so that's what we did in the last video, just like a pouch. So in this one I'm going to do like a traditional library pocket. And so I have just taken scraps really out of my scrap tray, and so I did make a tag out of this. It measures 3 by 2, and this measures 3 by 6. So basically you do the same thing. This is 3 by 6, so you know you're going to score it at 3. Let me get my score pal out just because it does make things easier for me for the video. And you score it at 3. It looks like this is just a little bit over 6, so please forgive me if it is off a little bit, but I'm just, for the demonstration purposes, I'm just going to keep on going. Okay, you score it 1/2 inch on this side, 1/2 inch on this side. So you've, actually I need to explain in case you didn't watch video number 7, video number 6 or 7, whatever we're on. What you need to do is you take the length of your tag times 2. You take the width of your tag, whatever width that might be, and oops, let me get this out of the way. Sorry I'm rushing. It's very late. We're leaving in the morning early for vacation, and so but I promised I would get some video tutorials in, and so I wanted to make sure I did that. So you would take the width of your tag and then add 1/2 inch on either side. It doesn't matter the width, as long as you have 1/2 inch on either side. So you would take your 2 inches and add 1 inch, so you would cut it 3 inches wide. It's 3 inches long, so you would cut it at 6 inches. And so you just double it, and then the width plus 1 inch. And then you score it half in half. Let me score these lines so you can see it a little easier. Like I said, this is just for my scrap bin, so it's just, actually I need to get my score tool out again, but then you would score it halfway. There, can you see that? And then you score it half on either side. Now another thing that you're going to do is, because we're doing a traditional library pocket, is I'm going to score it again lengthwise on one end. I'm going to score it again at 1/2 inch. So it just created another 4th score line. Okay, get this out of the way. This will be our flap, our fold over for our for the library pocket. So let me get my scissors here. Sorry. Again, doing the same as you did on the pouch, or the pocket. You're going to cut in just halfway to the score line, just to this side of the lengthwise score line. Do the same on both sides. Now this would not have dimension per se. I have made one where you add 2 other score lines on either side, and then you can add like a chipboard tag. Again, if you watched the last video, here's the half score line. You're just going to make a little diagonal cut. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's going around to the back. It's just to make it fold easier, make it look sharper. Okay, from the corner here where the 2 score lines intersect or meet again, and then just another diagonal cut. Now what we're going to do on this side, okay, so you have your score line here and your score line here. Can you see that, or is it too small? What we're going to do is we're going to cut just across all of that, okay? So again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to kind of make it similar to the other side. So what I do is I take my scrap that I've just cut off, and I set that once again over on the other side, so that I know that my score lines will, or my cut lines will match up. And that's important for the next step. Okay, So basically the construction of it is done. You can kind of see what that looks like. Folds that way, 2 folds this way, and then a fold here. Okay, so let me get my adhesive. I'm going to add adhesive to these 2 sides. Fold this up, and I like to round the corners, so let me get a corner rounder here, and this one is the handiest. So I'm just going to stick that in there. You don't have to do this. I just like the way it looks a little bit better. Okay, so then you're folding it in half, folding these lines across the back. So you have a tiny little pouch, and then you have this you need to add to this little flap that you have like an angle on. Add adhesive to the front of that, okay, because that's going to fold down. And here is your custom library pocket. This is the exact pocket that I have added and gotten so many questions about, so I hope that that's been helpful to someone. Can you see that up close a little bit better? And then of course you can decorate it and add half-back pearl or a brad or an eyelet or really anything to that, just to decorative. And then it gives you a little space to pull that out. So I hope that that's been helpful to you. And like I said, you can make that to any size. Once again, you just measure what the area is. If I'm adding it to a page and I have like a corner pocket page, I don't have any handy to show you, but let's say I've just torn a piece of paper, added it for like a pocket page in a mini album. I want to decorate the front of that pocket. I will again just measure the size of it, of the area that I need to cover, create a tag, and then go from there the same way. You measure the width of the tag and the length of the tag. You double the length. To the width you add a 1/2 inch on this side, 1/2 inch on this side. So the width plus 1 inch. And then score it in the middle, and then score the 2 score lines, and, just like we did in the tutorial here. So again, I hope that's been helpful to you, and I won't be doing a video tutorial for the next couple of weeks. There are some others that I really wanted to get to. I just didn't have the time, so please be patient with me once again, and I will get to those as soon as I can, and I look forward to seeing what you create. Thank you so much for watching this video and all of the video series, and for all of your wonderful comments. They have really been a blessing to me. So anyway, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.